Hello again everybody and welcome back to the Kayfabe Network. I am your host James Lewis, and tonight it is my proud duty to announce the partnership between the Kayfabe Network and Outlaw Wrestling. Outlaw Wrestling will return live in just a short couple of weeks with Saturday Night Showdown Reloaded. But first we bring to you a series of special presentations where we show you some of the hottest action of the summer when the Outlaw Summer Tour tore up Texas. And our first contest is a quarter-final match in the Gold Rush tournament to crown a new Outlaw World Champion. We will see the cowboy James Storm take on the big rough and tough Trevor Murdoch. And it was in Dallas, Texas that this one took place. Cowboy James Storm. Perhaps no other wrestler personifies the original vision of Outlaw Wrestling quite like this man. James Storm capturing the Outlaw World Championship at Saturday Night Showdown 20. Defeated Austin Erichs in convincing fashion. Helped Outlaw owner Terry Funk eliminate Erichs from this territory at Outlaw 25. Looking tonight to take the first steps in reclaiming the championship. But he has one hell of a roadblock standing in his way. Here he comes. This is one big, mean and nasty man. Trevor Murdoch, not originally a member of the Outlaw roster, has seen himself have something of a career resurgence in perhaps the last 2 to 3 years. Tonight looks to take that to new levels. He certainly will if he can knock off the cowboy. The winner of this one advancing to the semi-finals, the finals of this tournament to take place at Saturday Night Showdown Reloaded. Coming up live in just a couple of weeks on the Kayfabe Network. But that road starts right here, and it starts with a hoss fight. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, here we go. Storm and Murdoch. Oh, Murdoch gets the shot through. Oh, drops the shin across the knee. Trevor Murdoch takes an early lead. And I spoke too soon. James Storm cutting him off with a massive forearm. Storm now holding the advantage. Murdoch blocks the kick. Gets out of the way. Oh! Storm scoops him up. Oh! Murdoch transitioning his weight in the air. Neither of these men going to get caught easy here. So much on the line, and Murdoch taking it old school with that airplane spin. Oh, and then drops him out the front. That'll disorientate James Storm. If he cannot maintain an equilibrium, this one will not last long. Storm back to his feet. But is he throwing blind? And Murdoch drops him with a massive bulldog. And they're just the shots to the face. I know it's easy to look at a competitor like Trevor Murdoch and think that he is not a real athlete. He looks like something you could find in any backwoods bar in the USA. But this man is more than meets the eye. A polished competitor with 20 years experience. That said, James Storm, similar experience to Murdoch. Oh, but now he's eating those bionic elbows. Oh, and Murdoch laying him out. Storm could be in trouble here. And that, no. James Storm able to roll the shoulder right at the last second. Trevor Murdoch looked like he might have taken it with the elbows. And James Storm not off to the start he would like here in the reborn Outlaw Wrestling. No! And Storm manages to block the second Bulldog from Murdoch. Scoops him up, 8-second ride! Drops him out on his face. And now it's James Storm to the corner, trying to rally himself here. Oh! And the crossface shots to Trevor Murdoch. And Storm catches him, picks him up by the hair, and lays him out flat. James Storm not playing around here. Oh, and catches him with the double underhook. Storm not prepared to let anyone stand in his way. As we were saying, James Storm, also a 20-year veteran of the sport. Series of shots laying out Trevor Murdoch. On the knee, right to the bridge of the nose. Impossible to tell at this point which man will take this contest. Another pays him back the elbow. Momentum swapping back and forth here. Either of these men could realistically take this match and become the first Outlaw World Champion of the new era. Oh, and he hit him with the cutter. And James Storm coming one step closer. He's stalking him. Watching him. Could beat. No. Went for the last shot. Super kick. Gets caught with the running bionic elbow. Now this does not look good for James Storm. Full Nelson slam. Trevor Murdoch has just advanced in this tournament, ladies and gentlemen. James Storm at 2 9/10 rolls the shoulder. James Storm desperate to once again wear that Outlaw heavyweight gold. Trevor Murdoch, he is keeping the assault on James Storm, keeping the pressure on as he should. But he has got to be wondering what it's going to take. Now Storm trying again. It's that spirit of the cowboy refusing to be put away. On the tornado reverse DDT. Driving the back of the head of Murdoch into the mat. Now Storm scoops him up. And trying to out-wrestle him here. Catches him with the knee. Murdoch, each the enziguri to the back of the head. And now Storm, feeling the momentum, hits him with that single knee face breaker. Busts him wide open. Trevor Murdoch is done. And no, Trevor Murdoch refusing to be put away as well. Both of these men know what is at stake here. They know what it would mean to become the inaugural champion. And now Murdoch went for that powerbomb. Storm able to get out of it. Last shot super kick. The last call has rung out. And was that last call for Trevor Murdoch? Yes, it was. The cowboy, James Storm, advances in the Gold Rush tournament. James Storm will move to the semi-finals, and here we see some of the highlights. Murdoch looked like he could have had it early with the bionic elbows, but Storm refusing to be put away. The spirit of the cowboy is what won out in the end here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And this was only the first match of this tournament. If it is any indicator, we have got a lot of great action coming for you in the weeks building up to Saturday Night Showdown Reloaded. And there he is, the cowboy standing victorious. And he certainly seems to believe that this is his tournament to win. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for this matchup. We've got more action coming up right now. Don't go away. And it was in San Antonio, Texas, where we saw this lady, Alex Gracia, take on Shaul Guerrero. Alex Gracia, no pushover, a graduate of the Texas Wrestling Academy. She has made a name for herself in Stardom, and more recently in CMLL. Extremely adept at that luchador style. Alex Gracia, however, does walk around acting like she is wrestling royalty. She is not. But her opponent here tonight, Shaul Guerrero, she certainly is the daughter of Eddie Guerrero. Invoking that entire Guerrero family lineage. Shaul Guerrero going about her career in an entirely different manner, looking to make a name for herself in her own right. Shaul Guerrero, originally a roster member of the original incarnation of Outlaw Wrestling, tonight looks to put a stamp on it and cement herself in the women's division for the rebirth of Outlaw Wrestling. Here we go. Shaul Guerrero using her size advantage to shove Gracia to the far corner. And the referee calling for separation there, both ladies acquiescing. Gracia takes her back. Guerrero turns it around. Oh! And just puts her down. Now Shaul Guerrero tossing Gracia away. And there's that family swagger. And Gracia making her pay for it. Snapmare catches her, turns her inside out. And Guerrero took all of that on her lower back. Oh, sweeps the legs of Gracia. Not quite done yet. Oh! Snapped that DDT down. Gracia right on the top of her head, trying to find her bearings in the corner. Wrist lock from Guerrero, and look out here to the top rope. Firing up with that Latino heat and drops into the arm breaker. Shaul Guerrero, the Guerrero of the next generation. Look out here. Oh my god. Powerbomb into a cutter. Gracia laid out. Only a 1 count. There's that metal we spoke of from Alex Gracia. Oh, the backbreaker. Just dropping her across the knee and tossing her away. Guerrero looking to make a statement here tonight, but Gracia not making it easy on her. And again with the wrist lock, and look out now. Taking it to the top, and this time follows through into the arm drag. Looks like Guerrero has picked up some of that luchador styling herself. Oh, and a big chop just laying Gracia out. Gracia showing us how resilient she can be. But the story of this is Shaul Guerrero, and now holding on. Oh! Now a trifecta. The three amigos, if you will. Oh! Modifying a favorite of her father's. Oh! Inside out. Gracia cannot seem to get it back here. And frog splash! Frog splash from Shaul Guerrero, and this one so very close to being over. Gracia rolling the shoulder right at the last second. Now Gracia shoves her off here, going for the body slam. Guerrero drops out behind. Double underhook. Oh! Just tossing her away. Gracia taking the leg, drops the knee to the thigh. That could be the difference maker that she was looking for. Gracia back in this contest. Oh, but not for long. Guerrero! Handspring clothesline to the corner, but ate the turnbuckles. Gracia unable to capitalize here. Guerrero once again scoops her. Look out now. Oh! Gracia hung up on that bottom rope. Only good for a 1 count. Oh. Guerrero not looking to do any more damage than she needs to here. Oh! And chops back and forth. Look out now. Oh! Guerrero with the combo. Now rallying the fans here in San Antonio. Shaul Guerrero. Looking to be... Oh! Death Valley driver followed through. The entire weight of Shaul Guerrero coming down on the midsection of Gracia. And look out now, speaking of... Oh! A massive diving senton. Landed blush. And that is all it took. Shaul Guerrero successful here against Alex Gracia. Look out, there's that powerbomb cutter. The offense so innovative here from Shaul. Oh, and the frog splash catches out Gracia. Not quite enough to eke it. Oh, decapitated her on that bottom rope. And really the story of this match is Shaul Guerrero. Massive senton for the win here. And as we look towards Saturday Night Showdown Reloaded, you have to imagine Shaul Guerrero will factor in to the women's championship picture here in Outlaw Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. Coming up next, we've got tag team action when we see the Dawson brothers take on the Von Erichs. Here we go, it is Dallas, Texas. The Dawson brothers versus the Von Erichs. And there you see them. Dave and Zane Dawson. Two big, mean and nasty individuals. But do not let their appearances deceive you. Neither of these men look particularly like they could possibly be a professional athlete. But what they are is effective. Former NWA Tag Team Champions. These are two big men not to be trifled with. They look to use their power and their size advantage. But will that be enough tonight against the Texan duo? And the real story with the Von Erichs stems back to the original Outlaw Wrestling incarnation. Colonel Robert Parker taking to Twitter, taunting the Von Erich boys, asking how many more territories will they have to burn to the ground before they're happy. They look to settle that one at Saturday Night Showdown Reloaded. On that night we will see the dirty blondes of Leo Bryan and Michael Patrick take on Ross and Marshall. But tonight the Von Erichs have got a massive problem in the form of the Dawson brothers. And that's just about enough of the preamble, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to get down to business. It'll be Zane Dawson starting against Ross Von Erich. And here we go, the ref calls for the bell. And Zane throwing Ross Von Erich across the ring and just stomping on him. Driving the foot into the forehead. Ross not taking it. Oh, the chop on another. Zane not moving, catches him. Ross up for the suplex, gets out of it. On the big Von Erich dropkick. Nobody gets the height that the Von Erichs do. Now catching him. Oh! Tiger suplex. Only good for a 1 count. Ross following up. Less than a 1 count there. Bats away that drop kick. Catching him in the choke and just sweeping the leg. And there is that power and size advantage that we talked about the Dawsons trying to take advantage of. Now Zane throwing Ross to the corner. And there's the quick tag. Now the Dawsons focusing their attack on Ross Von Erich. Now Ross able to fight his way out of that powerbomb attempt. Catches him and takes him over. The Von Erichs need to negate the size disadvantage. If they don't, it will be a very short night for Ross and Marshall. Right now Ross in control of Dave. Snapping the arm and Dave Dawson rolling to the outside. Looking for a reprieve perhaps. Ross caught with that massive forearm. Knocked loopy. Now Dave back in control. Ross with the boot to the face. Oh, and a chop. Oh! And Dawson paying him back. Look out! Drops that leg across the chest of Ross Von Erich. Now Ross once again taking over Dave. Heading up top. Ross could be looking for something here. Oh, and a big senton bomb. That could be all she wrote here. 1, 2. No, only good for a 2 count. Dave Dawson rolling the shoulder. Just too big, too much left in the tank. But now he's got a big Texan in there with him. Marshall Von Erich. That massive Von Erich dropkick. Taking down Dawson. Dawson went for the clothesline. Drop toe hold into the ropes. Marshall Von Erich now using the ring to his advantage. Dave Dawson is in trouble here. Oh! Dave gets around it. Marshall ducks the dropkick. Oh, and there's the neck breaker. Von Erichs successfully teaming up here, and there's another big Von Erich dropkick. Driving those feet right into the face of Dave Dawson and dropped with the DDT. Marshall Von Erich taking things to his way here. Now throwing Dave to the corner. There's the tag to Ross. And then throwing him into that. Oh, the assisted clothesline. Now Ross Von Erich tagging back in Marshall. Zane is looking for the tag and Marshall looks to let it happen. And here comes Zane Dawson. Oh! Both men colliding. Oh! Neither man getting the advantage. Zane knocks him to the corner here. Now Zane Dawson. What's he looking for here? He's climbing to the second rope. And drops all of his weight across the chest of Marshall. Marshall rolls the shoulder. But that is taking air from the lungs of Marshall Von Erich. But he catches the foot. Marshall Von Erich, oh, caught in the fireman's carry. Zane Dawson looking to exhaust Marshall Von Erich here. Oh, don't know what he was going for there. Marshall Von Erich cuts him off. And Von Erich with those strikes, back and forth they go. And Marshall sent to the outside and Zane Dawson following him out. And Zane catches him up. Oh, and there's that sidewalk slam. Driving him back first into the ground. Oh! Von Erich now. What's he got here? Oh, look out! Dropping the... Oh! Dropping a man the size of Zane across the barricade is bad enough. Following it up with a boot to the side of the head is overkill. But that is exactly what it's going to take to be successful against the Dawsons here. Now Dave Dawson back, and he wipes out Marshall. Marshall back to his feet. Now Marshall once again. Drop flat. Marshall looking to take off against the ropes and use the momentum. Now Marshall once again cutting him off. Hits the ropes for a third toe. Eats the dropkick back to his feet. And takes him down that time. Marshall Von Erich taking down Dave Dawson. Dave Dawson finding a second wind. Marshall Von Erich trying to break through it. Now Marshall dropping that axe handle across Dave, across the ropes. And then drops the knees across the chest. Now catches him. DDT. Busts him wide open. The Von Erichs focusing the attack on the head of Dave Dawson. That could be telling. Further strategy here. And again the sternum across the knee of Marshall Von Erich. Dave Dawson looking for the tag to Zane. Or is he? Here comes Ross. And Ross with that massive flying forearm. Dave Dawson probably should have taken the tag while he had the opportunity here. Gets caught in the pump handle. Look out. Driven right into the mat. Head and shoulders first. And yes. Dave Dawson rolls the shoulder at 2. A last ditch attempt. Now Ross once again focusing all of his attacks on the head of Dave Dawson. Drops him with the reverse DDT. Dawson is in trouble. He desperately needs a tag here. And Marshall picking the bones. Catches him with a jab to the jaw. Dave back in control. Scoops him up. And drops him down. Driving his own weight down on top of him. Now Marshall sent to the corner. And squashed between the turnbuckles and Dave Dawson, and that is not where anyone wants to be. Now Dawson trying to shrug it off, trying to get back in this match here. And drops all of his weight once again across the chest of Marshall Von Erich. Ross Von Erich hitting the ring. Not allowing it to go down like that. Now Ross takes the shot at Dave and gets hung up across the top rope. Look out now. Marshall keeping Dave from getting the tag and drops him head first into the ring. Dave Dawson has got to be seeing stars here. What more can the Von Erichs do? They cannot seem to... Oh my god, Marshall holding him in the air. Ross wipes him out. Ross going for the cover. That's got to be it. Zane takes out Marshall. Zane breaks the fall. Zane Dawson just about able to make it. Zane Dawson knocking back Ross. And a massive headbutt lays him out. Ross Von Erich is down. Dave Dawson is down. Zane putting Marshall in the Boston Crab. Neither man is legal though. Dave Dawson is back to his feet and Ross Von Erich is in serious trouble here. But it is Dave Dawson that needs to make that tag. Here he goes. Can he make it? No! Ross keeps him from... And a bulldog once again. Attacking the head of Dave Dawson. And Zane! Zane Dawson just throwing Ross Von Erich from the top rope, but I think Ross collided with Dave on the ground. And could that be it? And no! Somehow, someway, Dave Dawson still has life left in him. And now Marshall in. Is Marshall gonna pick the bones here? And yes! Yes, Marshall connects with the claw. That has got to be it. That has got to be it for Dave Dawson. And Zane doesn't think it's gonna do it, but Marshall does, and it does. Dave Dawson had no choice but to submit. The Von Erich successfully kept him from making the tag, picked a strategy and executed it to perfection. The Dawsons were outmatched here tonight by the Von Erichs. And if I'm Colonel Robert Parker, I'm suddenly not so confident about my challenge to these boys. I hope Lee O'Brien and Michael Patrick are watching close. Because come Saturday Night Showdown, Reloaded, they will go face to face with these two men. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all we have time for. Thank you for joining us for this special presentation of Outlaw Wrestling. Join us soon right here on the Kayfabe Network for more Outlaw Wrestling action. I've been James Lewis. Thank you and good night.